Hey guys, I'm FIL Guy and welcome to another episode of the Drunken Deddy. We just finished the last game of the month of August away at Shinor. Things went okay, but not brilliantly to be fair. But I'll let you judge for yourselves and I'll join you after those highlights. See you in a bit. So we started our campaign against Deddington Amateurs, a team based in Oxford. And actually a team that I was in real life close to be involved with because my football coaching badges they were in Oxford Brookes University in the Addington campus, so I met with some people from there, but then it didn't happen. Anyway, in regards of this game, first half was completely dominated by us. Jordan K. Flash had a couple of chances. He missed one that you already saw, and then on the 33rd minute he got himself off the mark and the Deddington Arms Hotel off the mark after this great ball from Mark Cookie. Flash was away and banged into the top corner for our first goal ever. Second half though was much worse. Addington Amateurs, they started pressuring, they closed down on us, and I started to see problems on our tactic. The defensive line was too high, basically. So Addington Amateurs, they quickly turned the game around. They had a chance in the beginning of the first half that James Toddy, as you can see right now, is making a great save to keep us in the lead. Addington Amateurs, they would eventually turn the game around, and at that moment I was afraid. I was afraid that we were not going to be able to get any points from our first game. Fortunately, 10 minutes after their second goal, we were able to strike back. Their first goal here, this is just an open space between the two center backs, and the second goal is going to be very similar. They're going to just keep possession in our midfield, and then when there's an opening, I shall show you that when it happens. This is quite a long highlight. Anyway, as I was saying, we were having trouble in this game. They were charging up, and when they actually got the second goal, what I didn't change much. I didn't have time really, because 10 minutes after we had a goal that just came out of the blue. Basically it will be a throw-in and across to the area, and Rob Light just does an amazing volley that you will see. Yeah, I don't possibly. So this is still their second goal. Yeah, and as you can see now, they're gonna keep possession. There's too many people away here. You see clearly, and this ball is in. It's a great goal actually. Dodd makes a good cross and just lacking, just as to finish it. And then it seemed that like we were lost. We were not creating chances, not being dangerous at all. And then we had a throw in deep in their half. Cookie, Tom Peters, Cookie, and Rob White. Boom. And we were back in it. It was unbelievable. We did not deserve anything from this game, I must be said. It must be said that Addington Amateurs, they did a very good game. They had another chance to finish it off. They missed it. And then we scored the most ridiculous winning goal. No words. Just no words. After this chance, we will see. Basically, that goal showed to me that we might not play well, but at least we'll have the luck with us. Yeah, Convoy, he had a chance to kill the game, couldn't, and then 2 minutes after we had a free kick that Francis dispatched, and Mbuti, I think it's his name, yeah. So that's our winning goal. It wasn't the most brilliant way to start the campaign, at least performance-wise, but result-wise, spectacular. Where do I sign? We need to keep up. We need to step up though, because this wasn't the best match at all. Another game and another win by the result of 3-2, this time away at Finchemstead. Same result, but we were much more in control in this game. We were always ahead, and we scored in the only chance of the first half in this counter attack. Again, Jordan K. Flash involved, now waiting for his brother Josh K to arrive to the box, and we scored the first. As I said, we were much more in control this game. We still allowed a couple of chances that I didn't like, especially when we were winning 2-0. Not dangerous chances, they weren't shown in the highlights, but the numbers of the half chances the Finchemstead got, they scared me a bit. Here Cookie could have been sent off. In the later games we will see that that's a problem. Not specifically Cookie though. Anyway, for this game against Finchemstead, we were great in the first half, completely in control. Second half, Finchemstead came after us a bit, but we were always ahead, really. We scored the second goal just after halftime, 5 minutes after halftime. They're gonna have a chance here that Toddy saves well, and then in the in the subsequent attack, we're gonna score. This game was only in danger, really, because of this own goal of Paul Franklin 8 minutes after our 2-0 that will happen now. Yeah, as I was saying, Finchemstead had chances, but not dangerous chances. They only had two highlights for them, really, the goals. And oh, look at Tom Peters. Boom. Magical. As I was saying, Finchemstead, they created chances, they didn't create great chances. And that's why I think we were safer in this game. Still, it wasn't brilliant, and conceding 2 goals on both games made sure to me that I needed to swap things around in defense, especially, and that's what I did for the next game. As you can see here, it's also the attacking plus the higher defensive line that changed to where I am right now. Here we go, Paul Franklin. It's the lack of communication, and that's also why I might prefer Jason. His 15 command of area will not allow this to happen. This will be our third goal. When we lost the ball so deep in our half, I was concerned, I must say. I thought Finchemstead was gonna do like Deddington Amateurs and just come really strong in the second half. That was not gonna happen. Rob Radford here clears, and when the ball gets to Simon Pritchard, here we go. Pay attention to the pass to Josh K. What a ball! Josh K brilliantly on touch, 2-touch, cross, and Rob Light on the half volley. Bang! And we were done. They scored again. Again, the space between our two centre backs was too big, and Finchemstead scored another goal, but that wouldn't be enough for them, because then we still had 2 chances. Here we go. It's actually with the space between the right back and Rob Bradford. But as I said, we ended up winning again. 3-2. It wasn't easy, it was better, and left good promise for the rest of the month that was about to come. Here's another chance for a Josh K. Again for Rob Light, but the cross is it's too forward. Rob Light puts it in again, and Simon Pritchard is not a target man. Andy Shepherd has been a disappointment. And that's why Pritchard was at the target man, which is not his thing, really. Finchemstead had one last chance, but the ball just blocked by our number 5, which I think is Paul Franklin. And so, another win for 3-2. And things were definitely looking better. Still not perfect, as I said, though, because 2 goals conceded is just too much for me. The return back to the windmill was just painful to watch, really. we were completely out of this game. I made a couple of substitutions in the lineup. Jason Tustain instead of Toddy in goal, and Ben Lewis instead of Mike Large in the left back position. And Jason, he actually did a good game. He avoided us to get completely thrashed. And after this long highlight will end with Rob Light going down the right and crossing it against the crossbar, and that will be our only highlight of this entire game. So that's how bad it was. I don't know, we didn't turn up basically. The tactic, well, in the first 45 minutes we were getting numbers even though they were not being shown as highlights. And then Joe Davies will be set off for a stupid foul. I couldn't believe this game. I really hated this game. We were just bad, and we were still trying to adapt. Here we go. See that with a yellow card. That's the problem with that aggression. That he does eight tackles per game, but he gets yellow cards every game. I need to manage that. So here I went for a more defensive tactic, not the hooky one, just just some tweaks. They scored straight after, and then I went back to the normal tactic, but then they just overthrown us because they had more men. It wasn't pretty. Their goal was another slicing up of our defense, which made me take the decision of from the Shinor game, which is after onwards, the defensive line will be set as normal, because with the attacking mentality, I prefer to keep the mentality, which affects more the change of the fluidity of the tactic. I prefer to keep the same mentality, but then play with the defensive line and as such. And so the goal will happen now. Yeah, it's yeah, 4 guys around him, no one near him though, and Dixon, the son of Dick, scores the goal for Holyport. We tried, as I said, an offensive tactic after, but it didn't work. There was a late chance, but for them, which they're gonna fluff it. And the loss of invincibility. It happens. We can't win every game, and the sending off of Joe Davies, it really helped to determine the outcome of the game. Anyway, we lost, we shake our heads off, and we go for the next match against Shinor away, which at this moment were top of the league. And with us losing this game so emphatically, I was a bit afraid. That's also why I decided to change the defensive line, actually, was because I was facing the top of the league after, and with the defeat and without Joe Davies, it was always going to be a tough match. How did that go? We shall see after this. So we finished the month at top of the table Shinor, and we did the best game so far in my still very short career. But we weren't dominant, but we were very effective, and that's what I want really. Obviously I want to dominate and be effective in front of goal, but if we don't dominate, at least we are finishing our chances. And with Jason again showing that he might be a better choice than Toddy in goal, if he's on form, then we're good. Not Fishamstead, what am I on about? Shinor, they had a lot of shots, mostly in the first half. That's where they concentrated their danger, especially after this goal from Flash, which is another great goal. He's one of the best players of the club, no doubt about it. Second goal of the season for him at this point. And then the first half was really active. A lot of chances. They had a couple, one now and then in between their chances. Rob Light hit the post, and then, but we were never in danger. They had these chances, sure, but when we went there, we were also very dangerous, and I felt that we were always going to win this game, even though they were able to level up and in a goal that I cannot explain that goal. I'll let you watch it because it's just no words. And people might say, oh, you think Jason Tustain is better to play than Toddy? Not after that goal. Get ready. So Young and Page is gonna score, okay? So he crosses, or I don't know what it. Yeah. Yep. So that was leveled, and as I said, it was such a weird goal. I wasn't too concerned really. I was just expecting to see Wood strike first, and we did with Tom Peters and his 17 corners there, very helpful, and Frankers for his first goal of the season, and we were back in it, and we finished the game off 7 or 8 minutes later, yeah, with a goal from Josh Kay after a great cross from Ben Lewis that hits the bar. The goalkeeper tried to get it, and Josh Kay just slots it in. A good win. On top of the table. As I said, the stats might look a bit iffy because of the number of shots that Shinar have, but I think we're always in control, and so certainly after those 4 matches we are top of the table with 9 points due to those 3 wins and the loss. Rainers Lane also has 3 wins and a loss. They lost at Bicester 3-1. I was happy, more happy with the results than with the performances. Really, we didn't play particularly well in any of these games. Chinor was the better one, as I said on the report, but still wasn't great, was it? We only have 5 shots immediately. What's going on? 3 on target, 3 goals. Good, but. If those on target get saved, then we'd be an on sort of throw, right? Jason and Ben Lewis, I feel they go in their spots over Toddy and what is it? Mike Large. Yeah, and also as I mentioned in the end of the third episode, the third game, sorry, Shepherd is here. I mean, Robin Will. He's back. He's getting, He's exactly not much sharpness, but he's been playing and in the under 19s and or 18s, and so this is how our team is looking. The best performers so far: Rob Light, Jordan Kay, Flash. This is Flash. Josh Kay. The Kay brothers are doing extremely well. Both 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 man of the match. Just brilliant. Paul Franklin, surprising because it wasn't supposed to be him starting, it was supposed to be Martin Garden, but he's injured over here. So, Paul Franklin is being the man. He scored a goal against, he scored 2 goals if I remember correctly, an own goal against Finchamstead, and he scored against Shinor, a header, it was a good goal. As just one thing I wanted to show you is 3 games for Joe Davies, which rewarded him with the 2 yellow cards and the red, fair enough, but 8.22 tackles per game. 8.2, 20 tackles per game. That's at least 24 tackles he did already. Well, yeah, I think so, if the math is correct. Anyway, so next month we will have 5 games, another 4 for the league, and a cup game, the Hellenic League Challenge Cup first round. We shall be playing against Chalfont Wasps, 8th place, the co-leaders with us, Rainers Lane, the only unbeaten team, which are not either us or Rainers Lane, it's Penn and Tyler's Green. They won 2 and drew 2. As you can see, the league is all very... nobody's running away with it yet. Everybody can win it still. It's gonna be intense to the end, I feel. So, I will join you for the September report after the Didcot Reserves game, which... Didcot Reserves, if I'm not mistaken, were supposed to be our main rivals, yeah. But they're only 11th. They drew 3 though. Yeah, this league will be all changed when I join you guys. Right, so this is FIL Guy. Have a good night and have a pint.